Welcome to another edition of Mom Knows Ball, the BAMA edition. I am Melinda King. Some folks call me Mom, and I am happy that you're here today as I break down the Alabama OU game, which was also the first game in the college football playoff. So here's a disclaimer. I gave Jordan and Tamra the day off. Look at me. And so I am producing this show by myself. So y'all let me know what you think. Okay, so let's talk about this game. I have to set this up for you. People were upset that Alabama got into the college football playoff, the 12-team playoff, after losing the SEC championship game poorly. Even though the committee had said, if you're in the college football playoff and you play your championship game, you will not be penalized. But everybody was very upset. They thought, especially that Notre Dame should be in there. So then let's fast forward to the game last night. After one quarter, let's see if I can find my stats over here. I don't have anybody helping me. Alabama had 12 yards. We had 0 first downs. We had 0 points. OU had points and first downs and yards, and they were up 10-0. Open the second quarter, they tack on another 7 points. So now the score is 17-0. And social media is going crazy. So I'm going to read some of my favorite posts that people made when the score was 17-0. Let's see. Unlike Alabama, at least Notre Dame had the decency to opt out of its bowl game before kickoff. So funny, right? This is the Alabama team you decided to put in over Notre Dame. What a freaking joke. Really a joke. But they were worthy to be in the college football playoff. What an embarrassment for the SEC and the college football playoffs. Really. Well, most of you know how this story ended. Alabama scored 17 points in the second quarter and ended up winning the game by 10 points, 24-34. And now we're on to the next round of the college football playoff. So I just had to share that with you. Okay, so we're going to talk about offense, defense, my star of the game, and who am I giving a side eye to? So, okay, let's look at offense. Let's see. Ty had 232 passing yards. He threw 2 touchdowns. Daniel Hill had a 43-yard. He had 43 rushing yards. We still need to get our run game going a little bit better. But Daniel Hill also scored a touchdown. Connor Talty was 2 for 2 for field goals. Thank you very much. Can't really say anything bad because considering that's from 3 quarters because there was nothing happening in that first quarter. And then on defense, we had 5 sacks. We had 1 pick six. We rendered OU scoreless in the third quarter. So, it was complimentary football. I hear coaches say that all the time. The offense was doing well. The defense was doing well. Special teams was doing well. So it was a good 3 quarters. Probably the best 3 quarters of football that Bama has played at least in the last month, I would say, at least. Okay, so who is my star of the game? My star of the game is Jerry Bernard. If you did not see this catch where he reached over the defender's head, grabbed the ball, then pushed the ball, took the ball over the defender's head, and then held on to it. So that catch was, it was epic. So he is my star of the game. So who am I giving a side eye to today? Well, I've been talking about all these haters who are so upset with Alabama for being in the college football playoffs for the committee selecting them. I think your frustration is misguided. You're upset about Alabama, an SEC team that went to the SEC championship, yes, played poorly, but during the regular season beat four ranked teams in a row without a break. You're upset about them being in the college football playoffs, but you're not upset about a structure that has Tulane and James Madison in the playoff. Two teams that have very little possibility of winning a single game and even less possibility of winning the championship. So I just think your hate and your um, frustration is misguided. Okay, so that's my side eye. You know, okay. Really think about what you're angry about. Talk to a therapist about this and see if they can help you guide your frustrations in the right direction. So, January 1st, Alabama plays Indiana at the Rose Bowl. Indiana has been saying for a long time, we want Bama. So, now you got it. So, that's going to be interesting. You know, Jordan lives in LA, and I guarantee you he's going to find a way to get a ticket to that game. So I will be giving you updates throughout the next couple of weeks on how Bama gets this win. I feel good about this game. I know Indiana is ranked number 1 and they've been playing really good ball, but I have a good feeling about it. Okay, so that is another episode of Mom Knows Ball, the Bama edition. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and you know who I am. I'm Mom, and you know I know ball. See you later. Roll Tide. On to the next one.